Good afternoon, all of you. Okay, in this video lecture, I am going to share this a solution of these 12 examples. So these all examples are solved example in your textbook, and these examples are depend upon inverse trigonometric functions. So these are very important example and will be asked for 2 marks, 3 marks or 4 marks in your examination, right? So go through all this example, write down the solutions of these examples in your notebook. Also understand each and every problem, because these problems are not easy, these are very difficult problems, and in every problem we are going to use some of trigonometric formulas, which are basic formulas or some advanced formulas also. So first of all, you must know, to solve these examples you must know these functions cos inverse x, sin inverse x, cos inverse x, and their derivatives. So we are using this derivatives formulas, inverse trigonometric function formulas, to solve such examples. Mainly we are focusing on these formulas. Then in some of the examples we are going to use this formula also. Sin inverse of sin x is x, then cos inverse of cos x is x, like this. Then in some of the problems we are going to use this formulas, sin inverse of cos x. We know that sin of pi by 2 minus theta is cos theta. Therefore, if I replace this cos x by this term sin pi by 2 minus x, then this sin inverse and sin get vanished and you get pi by 2 minus x. So these are some formulas to solve such examples. These examples we are going to use formulas, right? Okay, let us solve one by one. Let us solve one by one. Example number 1. So that example is y is equal to cos inverse of under root 1 plus x upon 2, right? So there is no formula by which we can transform this term into some trigonometric term, right? So we are solving this problem directly. We know that formula of derivative of cos inverse x. So if I differentiate this y with respect to x, then derivative of y is dy by dx, then derivative of cos inverse x, we know that formula, that derivative is minus 1 upon root 1 minus x square. So its derivative is minus 1 upon, so for applying this formula we are considering this bracket part as x. So minus 1 upon under root 1 minus root 1 plus x bracket square. So original formula is minus 1 upon 1 minus x square, but here in place of x there is this term. So minus 1 upon 1 minus root 1 plus x upon 2 bracket square into derivative of this internal part, derivative of root 1 plus x by 2, right? So minus 1 upon, now how to simplify this term? If I square it, then this root get cancelled. So 1 minus in bracket 1 plus x by 2 into, now how to find derivative of this part? First of all, derivative of root, which is 1 upon 2 root 1 plus x by 2 into derivative of 1 plus x by 2, so which is equal to minus 1 upon, if we multiply by this 2 or cross multiplying it, it is 2 minus 1 minus x upon 2 in bracket 1 upon 2 root 1 plus x upon 2 into, now how to find derivative of this? If I divide it separately by 2, then first term is 1 by 2, so it is a constant part, so get cancelled. Second term is x by 2, its derivative is 1 by 2. Derivative of this 1 by 2 is 0, so only derivative of x by 2 is 1 by 2. So this 2 into 2, 4, and our final answer is dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon 4 times root 1 plus x by 2, and here this 2 minus 1 is 1, so 1 minus x upon 2 into root 1 minus x upon 2, right? If you observe here, root into root, so this can be written as minus 1 upon 4 in bracket, and if I write in one root, so 1 plus x, 1 minus x, and 2 into 2, 4. So it is minus 1 upon 4 in bracket 1 plus x, 1 minus x, a plus b, a minus b. So it is 1 minus x square upon 4, and after taking the root of this 4, so 4 into 1 minus x square upon square root of 4 is 2. So after dividing by 2, so your answer is minus 1 upon 2 times root 1 minus x square. This is your final answer, dy by dx. Right? Now we solve second example. Second example is y is equal to cos inverse in bracket 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. Now this example seems to be very difficult. If you see the term cos inverse, then in bracket 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x, but actually this example is not that much difficult. If I use trigonometric identity to solve this example, then this example is very easy and you can solve it in 2 to 3 steps. So which formula we are going to use? If you check here the terms, out of the bracket there is cos inverse of x, inverse trigonometric function. So if I am able to transform cos in the bracket, then this cos inverse and cos get eliminated and we get only angle term, right? So if I apply the formula for cos 3x here, that formula is 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x, then this our original example becomes y is equal to cos inverse of cos 3x, right? Then by using formula, which formula? Cos inverse of cos x is equal to x. If this happens, then this cos inverse and cos get eliminated and our answer become only this angle part. So here cos inverse and cos get cancelled and you get y is equal to 3x. So if you differentiate this y with respect to x, then its derivative is only 3, because derivative of x is 1. So this is your answer, right? Now we solve the next example. Example number 3. Y is equal to cos inverse of sine 4 raised to x. This one also, it seems to be a little bit difficult, but out of the bracket there is cos inverse and in bracket there is sine. So if I am able to convert this sine in terms of cos, then by using again inverse trigonometric function formula, we can eliminate this part, right? So which formula we are going to use here? We know that cos of pi by 2 minus theta is equal to sin theta, right? So suppose theta is equal to 4 raised to x. So this term can be written as cos of pi by 2 minus 4 raised to x is equal to sin 4 raised to x. Hence this bracket part can be written as sin 4 raised to x is equal to cos pi by 2 minus 4 raised to x. Therefore y is equal to cos inverse of, in bracket, cos of pi by 2 minus 4 raised to x, right? So by using formula, cos inverse of cos x is equal to x. This part get eliminated, so y is remaining only pi by 2 minus 4 raised to x. And if I differentiate this y with respect to x, then derivative of y dy by dx, derivative of pi by 2 is 0 because it is a constant value, and derivative of 4 raised to x is 4 raised to x into log 4. So your final answer is dy by dx is equal to minus 4 raised to x into log 4. Next example. Fourth example then. Sin inverse of 1 minus cos x upon 2. Next example is y is equal to sin inverse of, in bracket, under root 1 minus cos x upon 2. Now to solve this example we have to apply here formula. Which formula? We know that 1 minus cos 2x is equal to 2 sin square x. So this is your double angle formula. So what is half angle formula? From this, 1 minus cos x is equal to 2 sin square x by 2. Only I replace this x by 2. So this 2 get cancelled here. And our problem become y is equal to 2 sin inverse, in bracket, root 2 sin square x by 2 divided by 2. So this 2 get cancelled with this 2. And we get y is equal to sin inverse, in bracket, root of sin square x by 2. So this sin inverse, root of sin square, so root and square get eliminated, so only remaining part is sin inverse, in bracket, sin of x by 2, right? Here root get eliminated and sin inverse into sin. So by using formula, this formula, sin inverse of sin x is equal to x. So sin inverse and sin get eliminated, and you get the term like y is equal to x by 2 only. And if you differentiate this y with respect to x, then dy by dx is equal to 1 by 2. So this is your final answer. Next example, fifth example, y is equal to tan inverse 1 minus cos 3x tan inverse of, in bracket, 1 minus cos 3x upon sin 3x. So similar formula we are going to apply here. That formula is of half angle formula. 1 minus cos x is equal to 2 sin square x by 2, right? Therefore 1 minus cos 3x is equal to 2 sin square 3x by 2. So these are formulas, we are finding formulas. And formula for sin 3x, we know that formula for sin 2x, that formula is 2 sin x into cos x. Therefore from this, formula for half angle sin x is equal to 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 and therefore formula for sin 3x is 2 sin 3x by 2 into cos 3x by 2. So now we are going to apply this formula and this formula in our original terms. These are half angle formulas. So our example become, so this part is only formula part. Y is equal to tan inverse of in bracket 2 sin square 3x by 2 upon 2 sin 3x by 2 into cos 3x by 2. So here 2 get cancelled with this 2, 1 sin get cancelled with this sin 3x by 2, and what is the remaining part? Tan inverse of sin 3x by 2 upon cos 3x by 2. So we know that sin upon cos is tan, so tan inverse of tan 3x by 2. So tan inverse and tan get eliminated, so y is equal to 3x by 2 only, and if you differentiate this y with respect to x, then dy by dx is equal to 3 by 2. So you get the basic idea about why I use this all formulas, because outside of this bracket here is tan inverse. So if I am able to convert this total calculation in terms of tan, then it is easy for me to cancel out these two terms by using basic formulas. Hence we are using this formula, because sin upon cos is tan, and this tan inverse and tan get cancelled. So this is the way how to solve these examples. Then next example, it is also very important example, and it is asked 2 to 3 times in previous exams. Cot inverse of cos x 1 plus sin x. Example number 6, y is equal to cot inverse of cos x upon 1 plus sin x, right? We know one formula, that formula is cot inverse of 1 by x is equal to tan inverse of x, right? This is the formula. So this reciprocal of angle we can change, and our original example becomes y is equal to, now what happen here, this denominator become numerator and numerator become denominator, so we are taking only reciprocal of this part, 1 plus sin x upon cos x, right? Now to solve this example, outside of bracket here is tan x or tan inverse, so we have to convert this part in terms of tan, so that this tan inverse and tan get cancelled. So how to convert that? For that I am going to use now formulas. So these are the list of formulas. How to write this sin x? This sin x can be written as 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2, right? Half angle formula. Then this, how to write 1, this 1, for this 1 I am going to use sin square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2, right? Why I am using the angle x by 2? Because this sin x and 1 are appearing together, right? So angle for this part is x by 2, and in this trigonometric identity sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1, the angle we can vary from 0 degree to 360 degree, and for this cos x there are list of formulas, but I am going to use cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. Actually this is the half angle formula. So these are the list of formulas. So our original example becomes y is equal to tan inverse of, in bracket value of this one is sin square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2 plus 2 times sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 whole divided by cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2, right? Now if you observe this part, it seems like a square plus b square plus 2ab, so it is the expansion of what? A plus b bracket square, and for denominator it is the expansion of, or its expansion is a minus b into a plus b. So therefore y is equal to tan inverse of this first bracket, first term, we can write it by cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 whole bracket square. Suppose I consider cos x by 2 as a, sin x by 2 as b, and the denominator is cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. So this 1 cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 get cancelled, and the remaining term is tan inverse x cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 upon cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Now till this bracket part is not in terms of tan, so how to convert it? We know that sin upon cos is tan, so if I divide this term by cos x, so now we divide numerator and denominator by cos x by 2, so you get y is equal to tan inverse of, now see here, if I divide by cos x by 2, then here are two terms, then in the numerator cos x by 2 upon cos x by 2 is 1 plus sin x by 2 upon cos x by 2 is what? It is tan x by 2, right? And in the denominator 1 minus tan x by 2, right? So we get the term like this. Then we know one formula, tan of a plus b is equal to tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a into tan b. Also we know that value of tan pi by 4 is equal to 1. These are again list of formulas. So what is the expansion of tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2? That expansion is tan pi by 4 plus tan x by 2 upon 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan x by 2. But the value of tan pi by 4 is 1, so it is nothing but 1 plus tan x by 2 upon 1 minus tan x by 2. So this is nothing but this bracket part, so we can replace this bracket part by tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2, and our original example becomes y is equal to tan inverse of tan in bracket pi by 4 plus x by 2. Now this tan inverse and tan get cancelled because of this formula, tan inverse of tan x is equal to x. This is the formula. Therefore y is only remaining pi by 4 plus x by 2, and if you differentiate y with respect to x, then dy by dx is equal to derivative of pi by 4 is 0, derivative of x by 2 is 1 by 2, dy by dx is equal to 1 by 2. So this is your final answer. The next example is y is equal to sine inverse of 2 cos x plus 3 sin x upon root 13, right? So first I separate this division by dividing separately by this root 13. So 2 by root 13 into cos x plus 3 by root 13 into sin x, right? So to solve this example, firstly we have to convert this total part in terms of sine so that this sine inverse and sine get cancelled and our answer is only angle part. So how to eliminate this part? For that we are assuming, so put 2 by root 13 is equal to sine alpha and 3 by root 13 is equal to cos alpha. So actually why I substitute these values, like suppose this is your alpha angle ABC, then this side length of this side is 2, length of this side is 3, then hypotenuse is root 13. So sin alpha is 2 by root 13, cos alpha is 3 by root 13, and alpha is any arbitrary angle, right? And if you check here that 2 by root 13 bracket square plus 3 by root 13 bracket square, so what is the value? Which is equal to 4 by 13 plus 9 by 13, and if I solve this part, then it is 13 by 13, so it is equal to 1. And from this also what we get? Sin square alpha. If I square this part, this value is what? Sin alpha, and this value is cos alpha. So this part is sin square alpha plus cos square alpha equal to 1, and this is our trigonometric identity, right? So I am going to use this part here. So our example become y is equal to 2 by root 13 is sin alpha, so sin inverse of in bracket sin alpha into cos x plus cos alpha into sin x. So this total part is the formula of what? It is the formula of sin alpha plus x, right? Sin A plus B, sin A into cos B plus cos A into sin B. So now this sin inverse and sin get cancelled, so y is equal to what? Alpha plus x. And from this, what is the value of alpha? How to find alpha from this? As if I take the ratio of these two, sin alpha upon cos alpha, then it is equal to what? Tan alpha. And value of this alpha, so tan alpha equal to value of sin alpha is 2 by root 13, value of cos alpha is 3 by root 13, so root 13 get cancelled, so tan alpha is equal to 2 by 3, right? And which gives alpha is equal to tan inverse of 2 upon 3. So this is your value of alpha, and if I substitute this value of alpha, then our equation 1 become, therefore equation 1 becomes y is equal to tan inverse of 2 by 3 plus x. Now if I differentiate this y with respect to x, then our answer is, now this angle, this alpha is an angle, so it is a constant part, this part is also constant value, so its derivative is 0, then dy by dx is equal to 0 plus derivative of x is 1, so your final answer is dy by dx equal to 1, right? Then next example, y is equal to sin inverse of a cos x, sin inverse of a cos x plus b sin x upon square root of a square plus b square. It is the similar example like the previous one. So what we are doing, we are dividing first separately. So a upon root a square plus b square into cos x plus b upon root a square plus b square into sin x. Then I substitute this a upon root a square plus b square as sin alpha and b upon root a square plus b square is equal to cos alpha. Again, these are the two sides of a right angle triangle, and this a square plus b square is the hypotenuse, right? So no need to write again like this the previous example what we write like this. So from this what you get, sin square alpha plus cos square alpha equal to 1. You can check it. It is a square upon a square plus b square. If I take the square of sine, then here a square and here root get cancelled, and here also b square upon a square plus b square. So this total value is 1 because the base is same and a square plus b square get cancelled with this denominator, right? So from this, how to find tan alpha, which is equal to sin alpha upon cos alpha. So value of sin alpha upon cos alpha, this will give a upon b, and from this alpha is equal to tan inverse of a upon b, right? And our original example become, by using all this part, y is equal to sin inverse of, in bracket, sin alpha into cos x plus cos alpha into sin x. So y equal to sin inverse of, sorry, I think in this example there is negative sign, so this middle sign is negative. So sin alpha into cos x minus cos alpha into sin x. So this formula is what? This is the formula of sin a minus b, where a is alpha, b is x. So this formula is of sin of alpha minus x. So this sin inverse and sin get cancelled, and y is remaining alpha minus x. So y is equal to, value of alpha is tan inverse of b upon a minus x. And if you differentiate y with respect to x, then dy by dx, because of this constant part, then its derivative is 0, minus derivative of x is 1. So value of dy by dx is minus 1. So this is your answer. Let us solve the next one. Next example is sin inverse of 2x upon 1 plus x square. It is also very simple example. Ninth example. Y is equal to sin inverse of 2x upon 1 plus x square. So the basic hint to solve such a type of examples, like previous example also, and this all the examples also, what we are doing actually, the outside part of the bracket is sin inverse. So if you are able to convert this part such that here is a sine function, sine trigonometric function, then this sin inverse and sine get cancelled, and the further example is very easy to differentiate. So we are converting this bracket part in terms of sine. So how to convert it? For that, by using standard substitution, which I already mentioned in the formulas. That formula is, if I put x is equal to tan theta, so this will give theta is equal to what? Tan inverse of x. So this part becomes y is equal to sin inverse of 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. And this formula is what? This is the formula of sin 2 theta. So sin inverse of sin 2 theta. This is the formula of sin 2 theta. So therefore this sin inverse and sin get cancelled, and the remaining part is 2 theta only, but the value of theta is tan inverse x, so it is 2 tan inverse of x. So now directly differentiate y with respect to x. So derivative of y dy by dx, then 2 is constant into derivative of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So your final answer is dy by dx is equal to 2 upon 1 plus x square. So this is your final answer. Then next one, 10th example. Example is y is equal to cos inverse of in bracket 2x into root 1 minus x square. Right? So again, that hint is same. Outside of bracket there is cos inverse, so we have to convert this bracket part in terms of cos, so that this cos inverse and cos get cancelled. So what we are doing, we are putting now x is equal to sin theta. So what happens, so this will give theta is equal to sin inverse x and y is equal to cos inverse of in bracket 2 sin theta into root of 1 minus sin square theta. Right? We are replacing the value of x by sin theta. So y is equal to cos inverse of 2 sin theta into 1 minus sin square theta is what? Cos square theta. And by taking the square root, the square and square root get cancelled. So 2 sin theta into cos theta. So this is the formula of what? That formula is of sine of 2 theta, right? But here outside of bracket is cos and inside bracket is sine. So these two terms are not vanished. So for that we have to again formulate this part, or we have to use formula again. So which formula is applicable here? We know that sine theta is equal to cos of pi by 2 minus theta. So by using this formula, this y is equal to cos inverse of in bracket cos of pi by 2 minus, here angle is 2 theta, so pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Now this cos inverse and cos get eliminated. So y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 theta, and after replacing the value of theta by sin inverse x, which I use here, then y is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 sin inverse x. So now if I differentiate y with respect to x, then dy by dx is equal to 0 minus 2 in bracket 1 upon root 1 minus x square. It is the derivative of sin inverse x, and your final answer is dy by dx is equal to minus 2 upon root 1 minus x square. So this is your final answer. Then example number 10. So 10th example is tan inverse of 2 e raised to x. It is also simple example. Y is equal to, sorry, this is example number 11, this is example number 10. So example is y is equal to tan inverse of 2 e raised to x upon 1 minus e raised to 2x, right? So outside of bracket here is tan inverse, so we have to convert this part into in terms of tan. So for that, first we rewrite this original example like this. It is 2 e raised to x upon, and how to write this term? It is e raised to x bracket square. By using rules of indices, this a raised to m raised to n is equal to what? A raised to m into n, right? So now I am putting e raised to x is equal to tan theta. So from this, theta is equal to what? Tan inverse of e raised to x, and our example become y is equal to tan inverse of 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. So y equal to tan inverse of, so this part is the formula of what? It is the formula of tan 2 theta. So now tan inverse and tan get cancelled, so y is 2 theta only, and the value of theta is tan inverse of e raised to x. So only find the derivative of this term. So if I differentiate this y with respect to x, then dy by dx is equal to 2 as it is. And what is the derivative of this part? Derivative of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square. But here angle is not x, e raised to x is there, so e raised to x bracket square into derivative of e raised to x, like a composite function. First we find derivative of tan inverse, then derivative of e raised to x. So 2 derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x upon 1 plus e raised to x square means what? E raised to 2x. So this is your final answer, dy by dx. And now the last example, 12 number. Y is equal to cos inverse of 1 minus 9x square upon 1 plus 9x square. So to solve this example, again the hint is same. Convert this part in terms of cos. So first we rewrite this, and which formula is applicable here we have to find it. So this 9x square can be written as 3x bracket square. So this also 3x bracket square. This is y. So now if I put 3x is equal to tan theta, then theta equal to what? Tan inverse of 3x. Then we have one formula, and that formula is in terms of cos theta. So it is 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, if I replace the value of 3x here. So y is equal to cos inverse of cos of 2 theta. This is the formula of cos 2 theta. Then this cos inverse and cos get cancelled, so y is equal to 2 theta. And after replacing the value of theta, which is tan inverse of 3x, and if I now differentiate this y with respect to x, then dy by dx is equal to 2 as it is. Derivative of tan inverse is 1 upon 1 plus x square, but here in place of x there is 3x into derivative of 3x, which is 3. So 2 into derivative of this part is 3. So 6 upon 1 plus 9x square. This is your answer, dy by dx. So this is the solution of all the 12 examples. So write these all examples in your notebook. Try to understand these examples, because in each and every example we are using trigonometric identities, trigonometric functions, right? So these are very important example.